Welcome to this channel. If you are new here, thanks for dropping by. Please click the subscribe button and join many discussions we have on the content in this channel. But let's get on. Jeremy Corbyn, he is still here, still leader of the Labour Party. But so is Tom Watson. With the policies that are now in full force with the Labour Party, why is he still being asked if he's going to resign? After the now famous and popular interview on BBC One, and that's coming up, just in case you didn't see it,
I'm aware of the issue of fake news at the moment.
There's a lot of it about.
Well, there's a story going about that you've set a date for when you're going to quit as Labour leader.
That's in the ImadeItUpYesterday.com.
Is there absolutely no truth in that?
Absolute nonsense.
So your future as Labour leader is absolutely intact. You've not considered for a moment whether you as leader are damaging the party's
I'm really
chance.
surprised the BBC is reporting fake news.
Well,
there is no news.
What I'd like, but what we're just trying to do is give you the
Listen,
opportunity to say it.
I was elected leader of this party. I'm very proud to lead this party. We will go through this process, demanding from the government social justice in Britain, setting out our economic plans for an investment-led economy, opposing this government on the crisis in social care and the health service, demanding real action on the housing crisis taking place all over this country. That is our agenda, that is what we're united on, and that is what I'm doing.
And if the polls remain the same in 2 years' time, if you're same place in the polls, even Len McCluskey has said that will be a time when you have to consider your position.
We are demanding social justice in Britain. That's what the Labour Party exists for. That's what I'm leading the party for. And
I have seen a mountain of comments on social media asking once again if Jeremy Corbyn is going to resign. All this is once again, I would hazard a guess, over the Supreme Court coming to the decision that invoking Article 50 is now down to a parliamentary vote. And why do I think that? Well, many rebels estimated back in January that about 60 Labour MPs would be prepared to defy any party order to vote in favour of Article 50, including front benchers, though it is unclear if they would be forced to resign in order to do so. And because of that, Jeremy Corbyn is now being hailed as an MP that couldn't lead a dog, a comment that was made on social media. The comments that I have seen on social media and interacted with have said many things to this effect. Now I say, not being able to control many members of the PLP because they have a leader that goes against the status quo, my view is, doesn't necessarily make you a bad leader. The policies of Labour, the true policies of Labour that Corbyn is trying to uphold, undermines the very self-centred, self-gratifying practices that these rebel MPs have been taking years to build up. Improving social housing, renationalisation of our services, giving it back to the public and stopping the corporate monetary gluttony of these big companies. Why wouldn't you get behind someone like this? Now I might be mistaken, but as I have said many times before, they work for us. He just isn't just the leader of the PLP. He is leader of the public that want these changes. If people are moaning about them, do they not want these changes either? And if not, why? The PLP that are once again rebelling against him clearly indicate they don't want these changes. And again, why? But many people seek to echo what the PLP are saying, in that he isn't a great leader. Do you have to rant and rave to be a good leader? One word: Gandhi. All through the ages, when some figure wants to give something back to the masses, to the public that doesn't meet with politicians, the ruling class, they are almost heckled and ridiculed. Thoughts will be planted in the minds of the masses to a point where they agree that this figure should not be where they are. Doesn't matter what the policies are, just the fact that it interrupts the agenda of those that seek out to stop it. Now, there has been 2 votes for Jeremy Corbyn as leader. He has won both. And as I said, the PLP work for us, the public. We put them there. So if there are many that have put Corbyn there, the PLP are clearly not working for the people that put them there. Now I can almost hear people shouting at me. The people who voted PLP members in don't necessarily want Corbyn there. That's fine, but I refer you back to the policies and ask why. Why don't you want him there? The NHS is at the hands of many members of Parliament and not just the Tories. It's in trouble. In my opinion, that single policy, he gets my vote. Now, I've pointed out many MPs giving away NHS contracts to private companies, both when the Conservatives were in and Labour. Let's just say we got rid of Corbyn. Who do we have in his place? Tom Watson? Would you trust him after how he has performed? Now, there was a brief moment, a very brief moment, that Tony Blair said he was coming back just to save the party. Really? Ed Miliband? Right, watch this video card this side. That will tell you it shouldn't be. Chuka Umunna, I can't even say that name. Take a look at him. Looks a bit like Tony Blair, and in my view, that and the fact he has written articles on the Blue Labour trend. What's the Blue Labour trend? Well, according to Wikipedia, Blue Labour is a political tendency in the British Labour Party. Blue Labour advocates the belief that working class voters will be won back to Labour through socially conservative ideas on certain social and international issues such as immigration, crime and European Union. A rejection of neoliberal economics in favour of ideas like continental corporatism. Not for me, thank you. So will this ever stop? Will we ever take it that Corbyn is our leader? For Labour supporters anyway. Will people start to get the fact that many members of Parliament are out for themselves and Corbyn may be the chance to stop it? Do we try to stop it with him at the helm, or do we go on for the next 100 years voting for the same two parties that ultimately end up both being blue? Many have voted Conservatives in the hope that they will change things. That vote is giving someone a try. Should we give Corbyn a try? Certainly on the value of the policies. Something has to change. What about now? United together, we can have a better political system and a better society. Do you agree with what was said in this video? I'm guessing many won't. If that's the case, let us all know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and be part of the discussion and the cure for a better nation. One day, one of us will have a way of making things better. When we do, hopefully someone will finally listen. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.